So bro, I remember the first time I ever went to the gym. I was 17 and the only gym I had access to was the one in my school, in my high school at the time. But we weren't allowed to use the gym during school hours. You could only use it after school or before school. And I knew that after school, the gym was extremely busy. Like it was super popular. Everyone was there lifting, doing all this stuff. And I was an absolute beginner at the gym. I had no idea what I was doing. So to me, that seemed terrifying, bro. Going to a gym where everyone's experienced, everyone knows what they're doing. You know, they know how to lift the weights. They know they've got perfect form and they're lifting really strong weights. And to me, it seemed like the scariest thing in the world to go there among all those experts and be learning how to lift the weights and being an absolute beginner. You know, everyone would be judging me. It would feel really daunting. So what I did was, instead, I went to the gym before school. But the problem with that was, before school was like 6 a.m. So I had to wake up at like 5 a.m., 4 a.m. just to go to the gym, just because I wanted to go to the gym when no one was there. And now, you know, now I can go at peak time, no problem. But as a beginner, the gym can be like a really daunting place. Because there you are, a beginner, trying to learn how to lift the weights, and everyone else around you is an expert. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you how to actually get started in the gym, because it can seem kind of weird, like how do you get started, right? So first of all, I'll explain to you a bit about that fear of actually going to the gym and getting started. What I realized was that fear is something pretty much everyone experiences. Every single beginner, no matter if they're like, even if they're just naturally kind of jacked, they're still gonna feel a level of fear stepping into the gym for the first time. Because they're gonna have no idea what they're doing. They're gonna feel like a beginner, they're gonna have no confidence, and that is completely normal. When you start any kind of endeavor, there is always a little bit of fear involved starting. For example, I know when I first started this YouTube channel and I was uploading my first videos, I was absolutely like terrified. I was like, oh, are people gonna find this video? Is it gonna be really cringe? People gonna judge me? I was terrified. But now, after having posted a bunch of videos, I don't really feel much like I've gotten over that fear. This is my new comfort zone. My new comfort zone is making videos. So it's the same thing with the gym. At first, the gym's gonna be so far outside your comfort zone. It's gonna feel daunting, like you don't know what you're doing. But that fear will go away eventually, bro. You do need some courage, and you have to like overcome it, and you gotta do it. But easier said than done, I guess. But also, you might fear that people are judging you, right? Like you're a beginner, you have no idea what you're doing, you're like confused, how do I lift these weights? You know, what do I do? Maybe your form's terrible, you know, you're just learning how to get started, maybe you're doing the exercise completely wrong or something like that. And here's the truth. Maybe yes, like 1% of people will judge you. And they'll be like, this guy doesn't this guy doesn't look like he knows what he's doing. But the majority of people will actually, first of all, the majority of people won't even notice you, bro. Like most people in the gym, they're on their own. They're in their own heads. They're just like focused. They're doing the work, they're focused. Like if you asked me after I left the gym, oh, so describe some of the people that were in there, I would be like, huh? I don't even remember anyone who was at the gym. I was just too focused. So actually most people are not even thinking about you, bro. They're not even like noticing you. Like maybe they'll think about you for a second as they walk by, and then they'll just keep going, focused on their own. But the people who do focus on you, most of them, like, they're not actually judging you. They're actually looking at you positively. Because every single person in that gym was once a beginner like you. So they know what it's like to have no idea what's going on and to just be learning to lift the weights. And they're actually going to be like, damn, this guy this guy's in here to improve himself. That's amazing. And they're actually going to be looking at you positively. Like, they might not say anything, but that's what they're thinking. But again, the majority of people are not even noticing you or thinking about you. Maybe the people in the gym who get the most attention are those guys who are lifting like massive amounts of weight, and they're like dropping the weight and it's making a huge sound, and everyone's like, damn, this guy's lifting some crazy weight. Maybe those guys are getting a ton of attention, but not the beginner who's just going in for the first time. Like, no one's using their mental energy to think about you, bro. They're focused on their own stuff. Like, as you start getting more experience in the gym, you start to realize that you just want to focus. You just want to focus on your own thing and just be in the zone. And the other thing is, you might feel like the lowest member in that gym, right? Like, you might feel like everyone's way above you and you're like one of the lower people of the social hierarchy or something. But the reality is, the fact that you're in the gym, you're already doing better than the majority of people in society. Compare yourself not to the people in the gym, but to the people in society. The majority of people, they're not even going to the gym. They're just staying at home on their couch, playing video games, doing drugs, whatever. But here you are, bro, going to the gym, watching a video on how to go to the gym. Bro, you're already doing better than the majority of people. So in the gym, you might feel like you're at the bottom, but in society, you're more towards the top, bro. So if you can just think about how you are, like, you're doing well, bro. You're doing well, if you can think about that. So yeah, the fear does last for a while, but hopefully these mindsets helped you overcome the fear a little bit. But now, what do you actually do? Because like, a full body workout might seem super intimidating right now. Like, how can I just walk in and do a full body workout? So here's what I would say. Here's what I wish I did when I started. Don't try to do like a full body workout right now. For now, just make progress. And the first step into making progress is literally just go to the gym. I know it sounds obvious, but literally just go to the gym. And maybe for your first session, just try to do 1, maybe 2 exercises. So like the night before you go to the gym, you can go onto YouTube and you can learn like how to do certain exercises. I would recommend starting with like very simple exercises and just try to learn the form, learn for the cues that you have to look out for, maybe make some notes. And then when you go to the gym the next day, just focus on trying to do those exercises. Don't even go to failure. Otherwise your muscle will just be destroyed and you'll feel horrible. Work on form. Form is the most important thing. You need to work on being able to lift the weight safely and actually use the muscle that you're trying to activate. Because if your form is really good, then you will perfectly use the muscle that you're trying to target. And that's the goal. You want to isolate the muscle that you're trying to work. You just want to pick a couple exercises each time and just focus on practicing them and practicing the form and being able to lift them safely and actually use the muscle in question. So yeah, literally just start, bro. Just go. Yeah, I don't know if this helped, but hopefully it helped, bro. Hopefully it helped destroy some of your fears in your mind when going to the gym. Because honestly, the hardest part about going to the gym as a beginner is literally just overcoming that fear.